The lesson.
Oh yeah.
Now you made the point that you didn't consider yourself a producer at that point.
Yeah.
Just a beat maker. For the fans, do you want to give a little bit of insight onto what, in your opinion, the difference is between? Because a lot of people think that it's the same thing.
No, it's definitely not the same thing. I mean, everybody has their own opinion and everybody has their own, definition of the two, man. I mean, for me, a beat maker is that's just what it is. It's a beat maker, man. You make beats in your bedroom or your basement or your studio or whatever, and that's what you do. You might hand off beats to MCs and be like, oh yeah, you can have this beat, go ahead. Producer, to me, I'm a producer. I'm somebody who I see a project through from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's just a song or whether it's an album, I have my hand in every piece of the puzzle, man, every facet of what's going on, and I see it through to the end, all the way until it's turned in after mastering and the artwork and all, going to a manufacturing and everything. I see it through. I produce the material, you know what I'm saying? And a beat maker to me is just somebody who makes beats and just kind of hands them off to people. And a dude comes up and, in their room, oh, that beat's dope, man. Yo, can I have that? Yeah, man, you can have it. And that's it, you know what I'm saying? And they just give it to them, and they don't see what goes on behind the scenes. They don't direct. They don't produce, you know what I'm saying? And me, I like to take it from start to finish, man, and make sure it's a finished product, make sure it's a good quality product, and something the fans are going to like.
Mm.
So
at what point do you feel that you went from a beat maker to a producer?
See, nowadays, man, it's not all about the know-how, it's about the know-who. And I think when I started meeting certain folks and started meeting certain MCs and getting my music out there, and I started off as, it was a beat maker type of thing, man, where it was just like I was giving them to people and like letting them do what they wanted to with it. Then I started realizing the finished product wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, or the music didn't sound like I wanted it to sound, or it was the wrong MC over the wrong beat. And I'm like, yo, I need to get a little bit more involved in the process of making the music or making the actual song. And that's kind of when I was like, yo, man, I'm going to give you this beat. You can go ahead and write to it. Come to my studio. Let's record it. I'll give you my opinions, and then we'll finish the song from there. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be a little more involved in the process, man. And that was probably I'm guessing like 2007, 2008 is when I started realizing that I had to make that transition.
Mm. And that's around the time where you've gone full-time into music.
No, I wasn't full-time yet. I was still working. I was still working full-time, and I would come home from work and make beats, like a lot of people. A lot of people still work, and whatever job they're in, they come home and they go in their room or basement or studio or whatever and make beats, man. It's a passion. It's one of those things where you ask yourself, would you do this if you weren't getting paid for it? Or would you do this if you had another job, or if you didn't make any money from this, would you still do this? And if you can say yes, then it's a passion of yours, man. It's something that you enjoy doing, something that you would do anyway. This is something, if I didn't get paid for this, or didn't get recognition for this, or didn't get to travel the world for this, I'd still be making beats. Like, this is something that I have to do. It's like, it's hard to not do it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to not go down to my studio and not listen to samples and chop and make drums. And it's like it's a routine. And, but if you have those that are like, yo, if I'm not making money from this, if I'm not getting anything from it, I'm not going to do it. That's not a passion of yours, and you probably shouldn't be making this music anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, at that time I was still working, man, and I had a full-time job, and I still worked full-time all the way up until 2010, and then first week in 2010, January, is when I got laid off. And that very same week, I signed a production deal with Mello Music Group.
The lesson.
Oh, yeah.